I already got some parts for the Jeep. What's up everyone, welcome back for another video. If you're not subscribed, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you're already subscribed, you're awesome, thank you. So today's video, we got some Jeep parts ready to go in. It's mainly front end stuff. I guess it would be suspension slash steering stuff. So actually yesterday I installed the steering dampener stabilizer because that came before the rest of these parts, and I just wanted to see if it would help fix an issue. And the one that was on the truck was leaking already, but we replaced that. Maybe I'll back the truck up so we could see better, but I have whole new steering stuff for this.
So what we have here is the ANTIROCK kit for the front, I guess, swaybar replacement. And then we have an upgraded drag link and tie rod system for the front of the truck. New bushing is going to be awesome. This used to be from Curry. I guess they changed names to Rockjock now, so it's the correct, hold on, 1 second. It's the Rockjock correct link. Beefy, looks pretty awesome.
So we're going to be installing this today. I don't know if I'm going to finish today or right now, depending on how long this takes me to do. Only got a little while to work on it. But if you are watching, if you clicked in the video to see about this, because this, I feel like I may have the beginning of death wobble, and plus the bushings are probably about 23, 24 years old. So this needed to be done, especially eventually want to up the size of tires on this thing. So just future-proofing this. If you want to buy any of these products, I'm going to link them all down below with the Amazon links. Use those links. It helps. Now that I'm thinking about it, I have up a control arm somewhere too. Hold on. And then these, I mean, I got to put them together. I feel like these may come in different colors. I'm not completely sure. These are from Core 4x4. Link will be down below also. This goes together. Adjustable. We're just going to get working on this. Not sure what order I'm going to do it in yet, but just going to start working. I might just do the steering first because that one's been bothering me. Then we'll go from there. So as you see here, this is already installed. I did that yesterday, and that's going to have to come back off to do this whole steering thing. So after we get the steering off, I'll show you next to the other one to show you how beefy it is. Because it's pretty beefy.
Alright, so the time lapse got shot there, but I struggled taking the stuff off because some of the stuff has probably been on there its entire life. I had to take this whole Pitman arm off completely to separate this from it because I couldn't swing at it with the hammer. I had to actually use this puller to get that off. Pain in the ass. But new stuff. A lot more beefy. Look at this. Look at this difference in thickness. Nice. I like it. A lot heavier too. Then all that stuff to remount the stabilizer. Then we're in good shape here. Got instructions. Not sure if we're going to use those, but let's start slapping this back in. So we got it all bolted in, snug. I loosened up the end for the adjustments. I got the steering wheel pretty straight right now. At least the passenger side looks pretty straight, the wheel. So now I'm just gonna, let me show you my little contraption I made here. So I made these are part of this shelf. I have them strapped to the wheel on each end. Then we're going to pull a tape measure across. Well, we're going to pull 2 tape measures across. Get the measurements as close to possible, even front and back. So then we're at 0 toe, and we're going to tighten everything down.
Obviously, this isn't going to be as good as getting an actual alignment, but it's pretty good. I've seen drifters do this before.
I know they sell an actual plate to do this that sits on the floor, but we got these things 16 inches up from the floor to this little lip there on both sides, pretty level, and the back is about 76 and a half. The front is about 74 and a half, so we got about 2 inches of toe in. So I'm going to adjust that long straight bar till this turns a little bit. So I'm actually going to be extending the bar, so it's going to push the front tires out.
So as you see, we are ever so slightly toe in, which I've heard is good. So we're going to leave it right there for now. Then after we go for a drive, if it acts a little funny, then we'll make some more adjustments. But ghetto alignment, good. All right, so we had to end abruptly yesterday. Don't remember where I finished off, but the steering stuff is in like the drag link and toe arms. So that's it. I think I have it aligned decent. I ordered a grease gun because I got to grease these fittings, which I keep forgetting to order a grease gun. I don't know why I don't have one, because I got to do the upper control arms on the truck every once in a while too, but grease gun on the way. If we go for a drive, it's not going to be very far, just to test everything out. I'm going to try to get this anti-rock thing in now, so I have no idea how to do that. I don't even think it came with instructions, so we're just going to look around and stuff. I know there's like some bushings that have to go in the frame here somehow. These guys. There's the other pieces, so we're just going to start messing with this, see how far we get. Now that I took everything out of the bags and stuff, it looks pretty self-explanatory. I already started putting some stuff together, and I did find there's a little QR code for install instructions, so I might just go look on the computer quick just to make sure there's no like special thing to do, like grease something randomly before you do something else. So probably gonna go check those out, but this is everything I took out, and I'll just explain it quick. Basically, your sway bar in here. These are your bushings that go in the frame on each side. These are the little arms. I guess these would kind of be like somewhat of like your end links-ish coming off that bar. Then these are your actual end links that get bolted to the truck and to the bar. Came with a bunch of nuts, so the zinc plated looking ones are reverse threaded, and the regular like stainless looking guys are regular thread. And obviously these ends are opposite also, so these are, I mean, trial and error I guess here. So you got 2 reverse thread and 2 regular thread. These are the ones, these are your nuts that are going to hold all this together onto stuff. These bolts are going to go through the end of your arms here with the nut, and then it looks like these washers are going to go on the ends of this torsion bar with the little Allen key. Pretty simple. Just gonna go peek at the instructions quick on the computer just to make sure. They'll probably give you some sort of like preferred setting to start off at, because there's 3 different holes on the arms over there, so there's probably like a soft, medium, and then stiff. So let me go look, and then you probably, I would assume you want to be on level ground. You want to adjust the end links to the same length on each side, is what I would assume. So I just looked at the instructions, and you got to start off by removing the bumper and obviously the old sway bar. We might get lucky, and well, since there's an aftermarket bumper on this already, we might not have to remove it, but we're gonna have to loosen some stuff up and then like fish out the sway bar, it looks like. Hopefully we don't have to take the lights off, but end links are down there. You're removing that, and all this goes behind that. So gonna have to loosen the plate that's holding the winch on. Hopefully we'll be able to fish this out. So let me get cracking on that. So that was an absolute pain in the ass to remove this stock sway bar, because one of the bolts is back there, which is basically behind the grill. Pretty annoying. As you see, we took the front bumper off. I lifted the winch up while my wife slid the sway bar out from underneath, because there was no way to fish it through. So that was actually an absolute pain in the ass to do. I thought it was going to be easier, but it's in. I had to file down, grind down the little bushing that goes into the frame, because I don't know if the bushing was or my frame was not the same shape. So that had to be addressed just to get it started, and then we blasted it in with a piece of wood and a hammer. Came in, it went in all right. Got the bar through, which was also needed some persuasion with a hammer and piece of wood. But going through the instructions, it said something about like measuring droop and measuring your suspension travel and cutting it in half and then doing this measurement to do this. So we just went with a measurement of 10.5 inches on the end links. It said these bars should only be level when you're at the midpoint of your travel, and we're having a hard time figuring out what the hell the midpoint of the travel was. So we went with 10.5 inches. We're up a little high because we have more down travel than up travel. Also, the winch, I mentioned we should put the bumper back on, bolt all this stuff back up, and then I walked away, went to the toolbox, came back, totally forgot about that. Went to go sit down on the ground, grabbed like just the winch so I didn't fall down on the ground or like plop down, and it wasn't bolted in, so the whole thing fell off. Just missed my foot. That's fun. So I actually undid it, and then I don't know where the rest of the wire went, but this was the ground or your negative wire that just ripped in half. But so no winch for now. I'm just gonna clean up all this stuff. We do have upper control arms to put in. Not sure if those are going in right now. We might actually take this truck to Walmart quick to get some spray paint, because I was considering painting these. So these came in this regular gray color, and we might do some accent colors on the Jeep, possibly like a neon green. So might paint these neon green. Yes, it's kind of not worth it because they sit all the way up here. So kind of not worth it, but just a little subtle touch. I mean, I can take these lowers off and paint those green too. And then if we really wanted to get crazy, I could take that steering system we just put on and take that off and paint it green, but probably not going to get too crazy right now. Other than going through the hassle of taking it all off, the spray painting part is like very easy. We're in the desert. It's very dry air, very hot. Spray paint dries in about 30 seconds, so it's not a big deal doing that. I think right now we're just going to clean up, or going to straighten up all the stuff that's out, and then we might just take the Jeep to Walmart just to see how it drives. I'm expecting it to drive better than it did. We'll see. I probably need some more steering components to get it like feeling really nice. I think the whole steering box itself might have to get changed at some point, but for right now, good. So the trip to the store was unsuccessful. We went to Walmart and then we went to Tractor Supply. Neither of them had the color we were looking for, so this is gonna go on for another day. No big deal. Didn't really feel like installing the arms anyway. But with the ANTIROCK installed, it feels a lot less like floaty. It actually feels a lot more stable. So I'm considering getting one for the rear. All right, so this is over a week later from the footage you were just watching. Been slacking on doing all the work and finishing up. The control arms are still not in the truck, but we did get some spray paint. So this is the color we're going with. Here you go. I can show you. You'll see in the next video. But with all the housework going on, I was really slacking on getting stuff done. Put a whole house filtration system in, doing backsplash in the bathroom, new closets and whatnot. So haven't had time to mess with any of the vehicles. So that's why it took me so long to finish this video. And we did get a bunch more parts for the Jeep in, just to give it a nice refresh before we progress on with this build. Make sure you don't miss any of those videos. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave some comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Don't miss out. See you on the next one. Stop slacking.